Hello, welcome back to our channel. I'm your personal trainer, Lynn. In today's video, we are going to look into a very special topic: how to focus on growing your glutes without increasing the size of your legs. This is a question we often get asked, and many of you are keen to know the answer. So stay tuned as we are going to about to reveal some valuable training secrets and strategy. Let's go!
Firstly, let's talk about a widespread fitness myth, which is about reduction. Many believe that if they want to reduce fat in a certain area, all they need to do is to exercise that area intensively. For example, those wanting to reduce belly fat may do a lot of sit-ups. However, scientific studies show that this is not possible. Reducing fat requires a whole body effort, not limited to a specific area. This means that to achieve our goals, we need a comprehensive approach. So, why would someone want to focus on growing the glutes rather than the legs? For many, having firm and shaped glutes not only boosts confidence, but also improves overall body proportions, making the appearance more attractive. However, at the same time, they worry about the weight training may make their legs too bulky, affecting the aesthetic effect they are aiming for. This concern is especially common among models and certain athletes. Moving on, let's discuss the scientific principles that support our training strategies. To achieve the goal of growing the glutes without enlarging the legs, the key is choosing the right exercise and performing them correctly. For instance, when we talk about the barbell hip thrust, this is an excellent exercise because it can highly activate the glute muscle while having minimum impact on the core. Let's take a particular example. Suppose you are performing barbell hip thrust. The focus should be on keeping the core stable and concentrating the force of the glutes. Ensure the main workload is on the glutes, not the legs. On the other hand, during squats, many might unintentionally load the leg muscles too much, especially when trying to lift heavier. However, by adjusting the stand and technique, such as widening the feet, we can increase glute involvement and reduce dependency on the front 5 muscles. This is why including exercise like lateral leg press is crucial in the training plan, as they can help us to focus more on the target muscles group rather than unintentionally enlarging areas we don't wish to develop. Moreover, we also need to consider the frequency and intensity of training. To achieve optimal results, it is recommended to engage in target glute training at least 3 times a week, while keeping the frequency and intensity of other leg training at a lower level. This way, we can ensure the glutes receive sufficient stimulation. At this stage, we should also talk about the importance of nutrition. In the process of muscle building, ensure adequate protein intake is crucial. This is not only for supporting muscle recovery and growth, but also to ensure we can effectively reach our goals without simply adding fat. The nutrition plan should align with our training objectives, protein, and paying attention to the overall calorie balance. Lastly, we cannot overlook the importance of rest and recovery. Muscle growth and repair mainly occur during rest periods, so ensure adequate sleep and proper recovery time is vital for achieving our fitness goals. This means scheduling rest day in the intense training schedule and using tools like foam roller to help relax the muscles can significantly enhance our training effectiveness. By combining these strategies, choosing the right exercise, focusing on nutrition, and ensuring enough rest and recovery, we can effectively achieve the goal of growing the glutes without adding size to the legs. This will not only help us to improve body proportions and appearance, but also enhance our overall health and well-being. Now that we understand some key training principles, let's discuss specific exercises that can help us achieve the goal of enlarging the glutes without enlarging the legs. Besides the previous mentioned barbell hip thrust and wide stand squat, we can also incorporate single leg hip thrust and resistant band side steps. These exercises are particularly good because they can precisely target the glute muscle while minimizing activation of the 5 muscles. Prep walks are an excellent exercise for targeting the glutes medius, a part of the glute muscles that is often overlooked. When performing this exercise, it is important to keep the core engaged and the steps controlled to ensure the quality of the movement. Additionally, booty band hip adaptations are a great choice to further isolate the glute muscles. Due to the use of the booty band, this exercise is also suitable for home workout. When performing this exercise, it is recommended to use medium to high intensity bands to ensure sufficient stimulation. Moreover, we should avoid exercises that overactivate the anterior muscles of the legs, such as traditional squat and conventional deadlifts. This isn't to say this exercise don't have their value, but if your goal is to enlarge the glutes, you might need to reconsider their place in your training plan. How to design a training plan? With this exercise as our tool, we now need to know how to organize them into an effective training plan. A good starting point is to perform target glutes training at least 3 times a week, incorporating the exercise mentioned above. To prevent overuse and potential injury, there should be enough recovery time between each training session. Each training session can start with a light warm-up, such as 5 to 10 minutes of brisk walking or light jogging, followed by some dynamic stretch focusing on the glutes and leg muscle. This can not only help enhance the effectiveness of the training, but also reduce the risk of injury. In the main training part, you can start with barbell hip thrust, performing 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, followed by the single leg hip thrust and resistant band side steps, and also performing 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Finally, add resistant band hip adductions as a finisher, performing 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Rest times between sets should be kept at 30 seconds to 1 minute.
As a summary, today we discussed how to focus on growing the glutes without enlarging the legs. Through the right choice of exercise, appropriate nutrition, and sufficient rest and recovery, this goal is entirely achievable. Remember, everybody is unique, so the most important thing is to listen to your body and adjust the training plan according to your progress. Lastly, I want to remind everyone that regardless of your fitness goal, persistency and patience are the key. Don't expect to see massive changes over the night, but if you keep at it, the result be sure to be satisfying. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel as you don't miss out any other fitness tip and strategy. Thanks again and happy training! See you next time. Bye!